Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out for that.
The good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
258! And let's pin the mirrors back and go full speed.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Rodgers going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 44-yard line.
158! Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
From the 44, Rodgers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many runs in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Come. Go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Get it.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Coming this way, here we go. Ready, go. Ready.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
58. Run. Mike, they're going to need some therapy after this.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
53 to Mike. 53. Check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Look at me. Go. Hit it.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Hines. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And 90 Wolf.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Packers nothing.
You ready?
24's Mike. Check, check. Let's go, let's go.
Put up. 5.
They go play action here on first down. Going for it all. Allen Robinson, 26 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready, set.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Check 13. Protein spill. Clear.
He's checking. Crash.
Let go.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill.
22 jet bomber.
52. Shoot.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. This one into the hands of Burton. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Cut.
Shoot.
Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
From the 38, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And Adams has it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Rodgers now to throw. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. On the run, it's Peyton. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. They come out here in the eye. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 19 yards away. And the Packers have taken the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTA.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 79 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
319.
Here we go.
Now it's Rodgers. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Rodgers now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
White left.
53, Mike, 53. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
26.
Check. 53 for Mike. Check.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks him, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Keep it up, defense, keep it up.
Now again, right side, Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Right here, right here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. Rodgers now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 31, Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Wide, right.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the 1st. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now it's Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run again with Hines. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jones now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Hey, we got Mike, number 50. All right. 53. Hey, here we go. Check, look at that.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On the delay, Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 62 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a draw play. This is Jones. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jones. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Check 3, check 3.
Come out.
Now Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Jones trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I got you, son. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. 44's the mic.
Ready?
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Packers, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin, certainly.